Hello there, Michael Wander with Wander CPA. I'm going to talk to you briefly about the way to transfer your property, to sell your primary residence and to keep it as a rental property, and to also take advantage of the different benefits of selling your primary residence, as well as some additional benefits to selling it. A lot of people, they want to move out of their homes. Their values are through the roof. They want to be able to sell it. They want to take advantage of the higher depreciation of purchasing a rental property, of owning a rental property. They want to have the cash flow from rental properties. They want to maybe move out of town because they are able to work remotely. So this is a strategy that enables a person, an individual, to sell their primary residence and to take advantage of the exclusion, the primary residence exclusion of $250,000 for a single person or $500,000 for a married filing jointly couple. That is $500,000 that you could it would normally, under normal circumstances, be a gain. But because you're selling your primary residence, and there are other criteria for it, living in it for 2 out of the past 5 years, etc., then you are able to exclude that gain that would be gained from your income, so you do not have to pay taxes on that $250,000 or $500,000 gain. So you don't want to lose that benefit. If you were to just straight convert your primary residence into a rental property, start renting it out, then you would lose that benefit. So you don't want to do that. So the way to get around that is to sell it to your S-Corporation. Create an S-Corporation, set up an S-Corporation, you'll be the primary holder, primary shareholder. Sell your primary residence to that S-Corporation. Now, what that does is that enables you to, by selling your property, you're selling it so you're able to take that exclusion, that $250,000, $500,000 exclusion, but you also retain control over the property. So it's your S corporation. So at that point, you're going to be renting it out. You're going to rent it out as a rental property. Now, there are a few considerations. One is going to be the tax rate. When you sell a property, right, you have to sell it for market value, because otherwise the IRS could consider it a sham sale, and they could disallow everything. So you have to sell it for market value to your S corporation. You should put around 10% down for it, and go through all the processes that you would normally do when purchasing a home, get an appraisal, etc. And you want to make sure it's a legitimate sale. Then your property is going to have a new value. So one thing is going to be the tax rate. The property tax rate is probably going to go up because you're selling it for more than when you purchased it at. Now, depending on where you live, it might not be such a big difference because your property tax rates may have already adjusted somewhat, but your property tax rate will likely go up. But the benefits far outweigh. You should do the math, run through a couple scenarios, but the benefits should far outweigh any property tax increases. You also want to pay attention to any due on clause statements, due on sale clauses in your mortgage. Oftentimes there's going to be a clause in your mortgage contract that says if you transfer or sell your property, then they can call their mortgage. Now, whether or not they do that or not, it's a risk to not consider that. So one way to get around that is through what's called a wraparound mortgage. Speak to your real estate professional about that. But you are essentially retaining title under your individual name until the mortgage is paid off. So for legal purposes, you retain title under your personal name. However, for tax purposes, it qualifies as a sale. Even though title is not transferred over to the S corporation, there is still a sale for tax purposes, so you're able to consider it. You're able to take advantage of the benefits of selling your property. Now, what is one of the primary advantages besides getting the rental property, having that cash flow? One of the huge benefits that I see is going to be the depreciation. So whatever the sale price is, whatever that market value is, you're going to take that and you're going to depreciate that over a new period. It starts again from year one when it's sold. So you're going to depreciate that over 29 and a half years, for example. And so you get the depreciation. So those are a few ways, those are a few of the benefits that you're going to see by transferring your property to an S corporation, selling it to your S corporation, not transferring it, selling it to the S corporation. And so you retain control, you get the $500,000 primary home exclusion, and you get to depreciate the property under the new sale price. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything over here. And oh yes, future gains when you sell the property. Now that it's going to be an investment property, assuming you hold it for longer than 1 year, when you sell it in the future, then that's going to be considered a capital gain. So not taxed under the ordinary income rates, but under the capital gain rates. So another benefit. That's basically it. So I hope you found some value, enjoyed. If you have any questions, drop them below in the comments. And feel free to reach out. Wander CPA, Wander, Wander CPA. Look forward to being in touch.